and I lost my job to AI. Another way you think, because it didn't replace me. I'm going to talk about a little bit about that. I'm going to talk about what was my job, how I lost it, but I also want to talk about AI as a scam. I mean, maybe that's not the right word. And just for the record, I'm not against AI. No, just let's be clear. At the same time, I want to talk about something that I saw in photography. And pretty much is that things change. You have to adapt. That's part of life. Technology has changed. Even job nowadays doesn't exist that existed just 50 years ago. And if we talk about like 100, 200 years ago, even more job doesn't exist anymore. So it's normal. There are gonna be a lot of job disappearing, but I don't think we're gonna see it yet, or at least not the way you may think. So let's start. First of all, you hear my printer because I lost my job. I'm trying to 3D print some Christmas gifts because I don't have money, but I'm taking advantage of my printer. And who fire people close to Christmas? No. My job was being a multi-artist. And basically, a multi-artist, this job that was created some years ago, already are taking jobs from different artists. A multimedia artist has to be a graphic designer, a photographer, a video editor, has to be a 3D modeler, an animator, and so on. So you have to kind of do a little bit of it. My main job was to create from scratch 3D models into animation. This company that I work for, they have this product where customer will come and say, okay, I need this animation. I need this specific model to be created from scratch with a specific color, with specific animation that was part of their business. And thinking about two years ago, I heard people saying amazing things, knowing and understanding that it will take months because an animation can take several months. Some there will be 6 months, and they will understand that that was the case. So one day, actually a month and a week ago, technically they kind of called us, not my whole department, we were called to a conference room and they told us, we're gonna stop this project. We're gonna completely dismantle this department and everyone is fired. I was like, oh. No, sometimes you lose your job because you are not good at it, because you are kind of just, it's your fault most of the time. But just to let you know that, you know what, we're gonna only fire you, but they're firing everyone. Everyone is kind of rough. So losing a job, some people don't understand that it's a big deal. No, it has been a month, and me, I have applied to many jobs. I haven't had any good result. At the same time, I talked with some of my coworkers. They haven't got any job either. And to be honest, instead of applying now, I'm thinking I should have this month just do some videos for YouTube and maybe I would have maybe one getting viral. I don't know. I can still dream. Okay. And they didn't tell us exactly why. They're not getting an AI to do 3D models. They're not getting an AI to do animations. But what I've seen and what I saw during the last 2 years, and I'm talking about 2 years because I feel like 2 years ago is when AI kind of started being everywhere, more with images and video. Nowadays, it's everywhere. You have companies trying to sell you AI software so you can pay them and use them. And don't get me wrong, it's kind of getting amazing and it's kind of crazy what it can do. But I think it's a little bit of misunderstanding that it promises a lot, but it cannot really deliver everything. I will be more concerned about the AI that maybe powerful people has, just like the government. We remember the internet was created and was used by the military first, and then later on it was public. But something that I've been hearing more myself, team, it was on the other side of the hallway, and hearing people asking for a lot of things. No, also I had the experience of going to expos and trying to kind of sell these products, and I have feedback from so many people. Something that I heard a lot was kind of change of mentality, and basically from accepting that animation and things takes a long time to do it, you have people saying, no, I want this and I want done it really fast. It kind of insane request. No, to be honest, not really insane request because everything can be done in 3D digitally, but you need more money. You need to pay more because you need more employees. You need more people working on it. So just just having that people start asking for a lot of things. And also I saw how just people didn't want the product because it was taking too long, and the people that were inside, like, I may have other options. So for sure, I think that's completely kind of, we all saw it coming because there was no really money coming in anymore. So I think that's why I took my job, but not because it replaced me, just because people have other mentality. Right now, people are thinking that they can do a lot of projects just using AI by itself, and it takes a lot of time. It takes to know just the prompts. No, they're getting better to have replicate characters that look the same, or to do specific thing. They're getting amazing. Don't get me wrong. But right now, I think that AI helps a lot when you're talking about people creating maybe social media, videos, entertainment, something for fun. And you can make money with that. Don't get me wrong. But if you're talking about the business, you're talking about brands, you're talking about something more specific, it's not quite there yet. I mean, there's amazing tools. Even we start using some AI tools to try to make the workflow faster, but you still need to have people. And even to have people that create, let's say, an animation, it's not the same time that someone is hired and it has a background of on accounting or math, and then someone that has an art degree. What is the difference? Because not the same that you do a certain animation and something can go kind of wrong, something can look weird, or something can be not specifically how the business needed. In an artist, knowing composition, knowing color theory, knowing timing, knowing all those informations, can say, okay, this is just what I needed. And maybe because of the experience of the artist, it could be just an extra word on the prompt, and the animation could be better, or could be exactly what they need. So I really think humans will still need to be there. Of course, no more we've seen with writing is replacing some jobs. Like they say, the AI bubble will explode, and it's not going to be used that much. No, because people will realize that it's promising a lot. Companies are charging just to get more AI tools. So, in like examples, right now it's well known that for entertainment you have either iPhone or Android, that they have this cool feature where you have your photo, just select an item, and it will be erased. And a lot of people I see, wow, that's amazing. Flash news. That has been already done before. Who? Photoshop. Photoshop, I remember, I think it was created in 2009, a content awareness, but it used to do the same thing, exactly the same thing. And it has been almost 20 years, let's say 18. And that technology already existed. Of course, it's nice that now it is on your phone, but it's nothing new. Nothing new, absolutely. Maybe it's getting better. The Google one is getting really good with photos, I have to say. But that technology already existed almost 20 years ago. I use it as a photographer in Photoshop. So, like Photoshop, is another program where they're charging for you to use AI. So I think it's a way to manipulate people not only onto getting AI, but to spend money on AI, doing that the job market is unbalanced. Of course, the economy and the world getting crazy is another thing. But just talking about AI in jobs, more artistic jobs, definitely is affecting. But I don't think it will be really, really prolonged, or it's gonna be another change. No, and that's when I want to talk about photography, because I see something similar like this. Not really worry even if I haven't found any job, because I'm pretty sure with my knowledge I can find something else. But the important thing is that when I started photography a long time ago, I had my digital camera, but I was able to talk to people that actually own studios that they use film, and 50% of them will say, "No, I'm not gonna change. Nothing will beat the light on the film. Nothing will give this crispy and beautiful quality that light does." And they're right on their way. But the problem is that the digital photography cannot keep up. And now we have amazing photos even on phones. And people understand that it's not even the camera, it's the software itself. That's another thing. But the other 50%, they told me, yes, I understand the other people. I know why not to change, because you have spent so much money on all this equipment that goes with your film, just the dark room to be able to develop your photos. that's already in itself a lot of money. Then you come and you tell me that digitally, even I saw myself kind of in between. It was kind of cool because I have the experience of both, but kind of seen how it changed from trying to sell prints. Because back then, the photographer will make really money by selling prints. And I was one of them where I had to fight people and saying, why are you charging so much for a piece of paper that costs cents? And yes, it used to cut cents, but you're not paying for the paper, you're paying for the memory that I create. Well, the important thing is that I have to evolve, I have to change, and I have to do mainly I was doing wedding photography. So the first two wedding that I did, I give them just the digital files because that was something that people were asking. They wanted for Facebook, they wanted just to have it, just to share it right away. And that was a little bit of a mistake on my part because I found this couple days, years later, and they told me I share my photo. They're there in Facebook, but they haven't seen it since then. But after those two, I did many others where now I put my package and I say, yes, I'm gonna give you the digital files if you want to print, but I'm gonna give you an album, a photo album, because I want you to have them print, and it's not optional. No, you buy my package, you have that album, and then not everyone gives albums on wedding photography. It is a really common item, but just to let you know. The point was that I found other people through the years. Actually, this year I found someone that they told me I have it on my coffee table, and I have so many people that come to visit, and every single time that they come, they ask to see it, or if they are there just watching a movie and they remember something or special occasion, they go and they flip the book. So for sure, the good thing of both world, the digital and the printed, and they even have a digital frame where they go through all the photos. But they say no one is that excited. More than because they're really expensive. We have seen that the 50% that I was talking about that they change, they still in business. They're still doing whatever you want. I stopped doing photography. Well, I still do if someone call me, but I have other things, other ambitions. So that's why I stopped doing wedding photography. But I love it. And technically, you just have to change. And I know AI is a little bit different, not gonna be the same, but we have seen in simple things. No, a lot of people are scared. A lot of painters, a lot of people that do art. But to be honest, I think that the price of handmade goods is gonna go up because someone now gonna appreciate more that someone can do it because it's gonna be so much digital art out there that that is not gonna value that much. And another thing that I've seen is just the machine. No, we know that a lot of people are complaining that machine will take over the world, and maybe that happened. That's why I'm not against AI. But no, what I'm talking about is the self checkout machine. So Walmart, I think, is one of the first one that started it, and they report they have lost so much money because they opened the opportunity for those people that take advantage of things and they like to steal things, and they have just stolen so much. Just around my area where I live, I have a grocery store, it's not a Walmart, but they replace almost all their cashiers with this machine. Now, I was surprised. No, I haven't been there for a couple months, but I know it was this year that they have completely only one register and everything else was self checkout. I just went yesterday and they took them off. They have again every single register. So there's a few things that yes, it will help. I think AI will be more like a tool right now. I cannot say the future. I know it's gonna get even more crazy. It's gonna learn more, and I'm just praying for the best. But to be honest, I think even if you are the person that are studying for doing game design, for creating 3D models, or just doing being a graphic designer, the only thing you will have to do because AI is here, we cannot change that, is to change your approach, to learn it, to use some tools, to see how they can help you to be better for your employer or maybe your own company. Now, I wanted to share this just to motivate people and to say two things. AI, AI can really replace your job. Yes, but there's many things that you can do more to improve and more to learn. The human mind is still really, really creative, and AI won't change that right now. If you like arts, there's a 3D sculpting channel. So subscribe, enjoy, and see you next time. Because I don't have a job, please just look some of my videos. Help me out if you can, please. Thank you. See ya.